It's the first day of Hispanic Heritage Month, and all day long we've been sharing stories of the Hispanic community's impact on North Alabama. Tonight, Way 31 Alex Perez goes over the work by some members of the community to help land humans back on the moon and eventually Mars.
We were sitting right here in Huntsville at Marshall Space Flight Center in the cafeteria or in our engineering rooms, and we would draw on napkins the sizes of the tanks, the lengths, where we would hook up umbilicals.
That vision on napkins, now a reality as the Space Launch System rocket sits on the launch pad at Kennedy Space Center in Florida. Marshall Space Flight Center was in charge of designing, building, and testing the most powerful rocket ever built for the Artemis 1 mission. And the Hispanic community was a part of it all.
Everything from materials to the ball bearings on the engines, to the deployment systems that are actually flying on Artemis 1 with the secondary payloads and the science.
Erica Alvarez worked on the SLS for many years, but now she's in charge of what's to come, drawing more sketches on napkins for future landings on the moon.
We're trying to actually build a longer-term presence there, and we have in plans the place to put in the infrastructures and the things we're needing, and that's what we're doing and working on now, is trying to lay out those future habitation systems. We set all the requirements for the different programs to be able to execute the mission.
Team members here at Marshall Space Flight Center are confident that we are going back to the moon, and they hope it inspires the next generation.
I really try to take time to reach out to show to them, here's the plans that we have for the moon and how this extends to Mars, and really making sure that they understand that they're part of that Artemis generation, and hopefully they will be coming out working at NASA and be our Mars mission planners.
Alvarez says it was high school STEM programs that sparked her interest in space, leading her to her current career. But there wasn't a lot of push for her to be a part of the field while growing up in New Jersey.
I grew up in a very Hispanic community, but not a lot of emphasis on STEM. I always had a curiosity about the sky, about exploring. In the sky there, you could really only see one star at night because of the light, all the brightness from the city. But I always knew there's something more out there.
Alvarez loves igniting that spark in kids, which is why she wants to help the Artemis program accomplish its goals. One is to break the barriers, landing the first woman and person of color on the moon.
Just shows that we can all do these things, and there is no limit or boundary.
Alvarez knows it can be overwhelming, but she tries to tell kids to take it one step at a time and keep moving forward.
You're going to encounter roadblocks. That's natural, that's normal in life, whether it's internal, external factors. But it's okay, that's part of the journey. You also can't do things alone, you do it as a team. And that's really the spirit that we have here at NASA.
Alex Perez, Way 31 News.
After 2 scrubbed launch attempts, NASA is now targeting September 27th to finally blast the SLS rocket towards space.